Hi! Okay, so today is my study day because I have a midterm exam tomorrow, which is totally scary. So what I thought I would do was make a video on everything that I talked about in my other videos. So basically, I'm just going to do like a quick study notes and just go over basic ideas, not examples, but just basic ideas and basically what everything means. So, starting off, and it'll be quick, we gotta do it quick. So, utilitarianism. Utilitarianism is the greatest good for the greatest number of people. And Kant's deontology is the opposite, in the fact that utilitarianism looks into the consequences and Kant's deontology just looks into intentions, not consequences. So only if you have good intentions to do something, it doesn't matter what the consequences is, if you burn down your friend's house. That was the example I said I wasn't going to talk about examples, but I talked about examples. Okay, so, next. So, the moral rule in Kant's deontology is trying to make your maxim a universal law. His second part of his moral rule was don't treat people as a means to an end, which means that you can't use people as slaves, you can't use people as a tool to get something that you want. Okay, so the next one is categorical imperative. So, categorical imperative is Kant's deontology, and it just basically means that it's the process of deciding whether or not your intentions are good or bad, basically. And so the criticism of categorical imperative is basically that consequences do count. No matter what you do, you are always going to think of the consequences, because that's in our human nature. We always think of the consequences. The other problem with this is conflicting duties. Like, the law might be not to lie, but it's also to protect your friends. So no matter, like, in many situations, there's conflicting duties and they don't tell you whether or not it's right or wrong. And basically the loophole, which just means that you could say, if Lake and Lee's on Wednesdays are allowed to have free coffee, then that's the loophole, that people will make their theory, their maxim, so specific to themselves that it can be universalized, basically. And the last one is no exceptions. So no matter what the rule is, there's no exceptions, which kind of ties into the loophole a bit, but no exceptions. So if you can't lie, you can't lie. No matter if it's a killer, no matter if it's anybody, you just can't lie. There's no exceptions. So, intrinsic value, it means to his second universalized rule, intrinsic value means the actual value of somebody, the human dignity. And instrumental value is just basically using somebody as a means to an end. So, like, money is an intrinsic value. You use it to get what you want. Okay, so then also Kant, I have this in my notes, Kant is also a primary source, a primary demand to the actual human rights and equality movement. That's what we have. So, what is a human? I talked about this also. What is a human? It's our actual DNA, it's our physical attributes, and it's, in some cases, a friend. A friend is considered a human, and an enemy is considered an alien. What is a person? So the difference between a human and a person is psychological. They can think, they can reason, they can feel pain, they take responsibility for their actions. That's what a human is. Person, sorry. And then, what is a non-human, which would be considered like an animal. And in our society, we consider those people as like a rapist or a killer or something along those lines. What is equality? And the main point here that my teacher was trying to make was equality is not the sameness. And that just basically means that to be equal to everybody, you have to have the same opportunities. You don't have to treat them the same. So you don't have to talk loud to every person just because there is deaf people, but you give them the same, I can't think of the word, the same treatment. Not the same treatment, no, the same opportunities is what I meant to say. And so, yeah, so I have to cut this in half because it'll only upload so much, so I'll make a second part of this video in a second. So, au revoir for now, and look for part 2. Okay.